The name of our group is FPMA Leadership. That's Florida Pest Management Association's leadership program. Marcie and I developed this program to help bring leadership qualities to our up-and-coming stars in our industry to better promote, support, and steward our particular segment of the world of pest control.
This program originally started with us being Wedgworth alumni and kind of using that as a backdrop as to something we needed for our industry.
Through our experience at Wedgworth, we saw the value of getting new blood, getting new people involved in leadership experiences. And like every trade association, we recognize that we really need to continue to bring up new leaders and have new leadership experiences for everybody. So using everything we learned from Wedgworth, we've had a year-long program and it's been very successful, and we look forward to many, many years more with it. Hopefully through that, we'll have a lot of new leaders in our industry.
We're all leaders in one way or the other. I might not be the owner of a company. I might not ever be in charge of any of those kinds of things. I may never be the president of anything. But if I can lead a few small group of people in a direction and get them to lead others, then eventually, I will be a part of something that will hopefully keep going. And I think that's what we kind of created with all of this is starting to start that process.
We were taught to affect change, and that's what we're doing.
My title is account manager for Dow AgroSciences. I cover the west coast of Florida, calling on pest control companies. Sean's actually one of my customers, has been for, 15 years, I think. From my role, I literally just call on customers. So I have a sales territory, I help them sell and service. So I never managed people, I've never gone out and what I would consider be a leader in the normal sense of the word. To me, leadership was always being in charge of someone or something. In our world, you're a product manager, you're a people manager, you're in charge of something. And it was not necessarily the behind-the-scenes leader that you think of first. You think of the CEO, you think of the head. Within Wedgworth, one thing I did learn is that you don't have to have a title to be a leader. Opinion leaders are everywhere, and a lot of them are rather kind of in the background, and that's okay. And they still affect change in their own whatever way that is. And so I took it upon myself to take that and say, hey, I can do that. That's within the realm of both my ability within my company, but also that there's a lot that needs to be done that I think I can help with. And that's kind of where this whole thing started, is, we both saw a need within the association and took the pest management industry. Hopefully our goal is to take them to a new level.
I think a good leader has many traits, and this person has to be able to understand multiple facets of viewpoints from different directions, not only his own. You have to look at it from everyone's side and try and accommodate the change that works best for all. I'm a business owner, so there's some natural leadership stuff that goes along with that because I'm managing employees and oftentimes taking the lead on a lot of things. Everybody who's involved in a family business at some point has to have some valuable lessons. And one of them is when you first come in, you're always going to be daddy's kid. The situation is that you've got employees that are looking at the snot-nosed teenage kid coming in, and he's in charge of something, and it's difficult. Well, in my case, it wasn't that hard because I came in as a technician like everybody else and had to work hard and long and for cheap for a long time. And you learn a lot of things doing it that way. And of course, then you're the young person coming up and you have young, fresh ideas, and then you're challenged with my parents saying something like, we've always done it this way. So there's some issues there where you have to take your stand appropriately, and again, look at both sides and try and figure out how you can accommodate. And as a leader, your goal is to affect some change, not do it yourself, not just with imperialism, this is the way it shall be from now on. It's a matter of affecting everyone's thought process and trying to gather as many collective thoughts together so that we all can agree that this is the way to move forward. And as the leader, it should be your job to kind of organize those thoughts and make sure that those messages, the common message and the common branding goes forth, and then affect that change.